Hey everyone, long time no see. Today's video is going to be an everyday makeup routine. I wanted to show you guys this because this is the makeup that I wear every single day when I go to work. So I usually am wearing this makeup 4 to 5 times a week in some variation, but for the most part the way that I'm going to show you today is how I actually wear it every day. The reason why I wanted to film this for you guys is because I love seeing natural makeup on people, like the products that they use, because sometimes it's hard to find natural products that last really well, but I find that mine last really great on my skin, so I wanted to show them to you guys. So I've just zoomed you guys in a little bit so that you can get a closer look at my face. I am, to be completely honest, super proud with how my skin is looking at the moment. I have been taking really good care of it. I've been washing off my makeup every night and then cleansing on top of that. I've been doing masks quite a lot. My skin feels really like quite dry right now because I haven't applied moisturizer, but I'm going to do that on camera. And my acne and blemishes down to a minimum. My redness is also starting to disappear, which is amazing. So if you guys want to see a full skincare routine, please let me know because I will happily do that. I am going to show you my daytime products right now though. All of my moisturising products that I use are from Drunk Elephant, so if you guys watch my full skincare routine you'll see that as well. But the two that I use in the morning are the C Firma Day Serum, it's the one with the bright orange cap, and the B Hydra Intensive Hydrating Gel. So these are the two products that I use. I will be buying them in full size, but I got them together in a little kit from Mecca Maxima. It's called like the day something kit. There's a day kit and a night kit. I have both of them, but I'll be buying the full sizes of all of the products because I really love them. So all that I do is I take one squirt of the orange in the palm of my hand. This is like a sort of like a serum product with vitamin C in it, as the name would suggest. Then I take 2 pumps of the hydrating gel. You probably can't see. Then I just mix it together and apply it to my face. Really weird observation, but to me this smells like vanilla essence. I don't know why. I don't know if it actually does or not, but I always think that when I'm applying it. It always smells like vanilla essence. I find that 1 pump of the orange and 2 of the blue is the perfect amount for me to like cover my face with ease, just in case you're buying these and wondering how much to use. The thing that I really like about these is the fact that like I only just applied it and it's pretty much dry. It's slightly tacky, but it dries down really quickly. The only thing that I don't like is that it doesn't have an SPF, but my BB cream has an SPF, and I think really soon I'm actually going to buy a facial sunscreen because I just want to make sure that I'm like extra protected. Moving on into the makeup, the first thing I'm going to use is my primer, and I really love this primer, you guys. This is the Too Faced Hangover X primer. It's like the mini size. I am going to buy a full size as well. The reason why I like this is because it's super tacky. Like, I had no idea when I bought it. I thought when I bought it it was just going to be a hydrating primer, which it is, but it's like a hydrating primer that gets like really nice and tacky, so whatever you put on top sticks to it. The BB cream that I use has been pretty much my only favourite BB cream that I've ever tried, and it is the BB cream from Skin79. This is the hot pink one. It's got SPF 30, whitening and anti-wrinkle. Whitening does not mean it's going to make your whole face white. It means that it's going to lighten and brighten your darkest spots, which I guess mine are looking quite bright, but then again I am using oil, so that's probably what it is. I got this from Korea Depart. I got a bit distracted there, but I was just going to tell you that I kind of get a pea-sized dollop and I just spread it over my face and I rub it in with my fingers. I find that that works best with this product, like just to rub it in with your fingers, because it's so natural and it's like a moisturizer. You could use a brush, but I don't mind using my fingers. I usually hate it, but this just feels like I'm rubbing in a moisturizer. Anyway, I'm going to go in with my concealer now. This is my favourite to wear every day because it is a little bit lighter in consistency, but it still gives like a medium to full coverage. This is the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay in the shade Fair Neutral, which is the lightest shade. And all I do is I just do a few stripes underneath my eyes, just a few, and then I just put some on my lids because I don't want to have veiny eyelids. Now this is kind of where my routine starts to differ. Like I might do stripes on my forehead or my chin. Today I'm not going to because I don't think I need it, but I will show you another product that I really like for building up coverage. And then I'm just going to buff that out. I'm just using a flat top brush. This one's from Sigma, but I also love the Exo Beauty ones. Alright, so hopefully you can see that that has brightened my face up quite a lot. I think realistically I'd like one that's like half a shade darker just so that it's not so stark. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I just don't want like a super duper bright look every day. So I would, like when I set it down it kind of gets a little bit more natural, but I'm thinking I might want to get like a slightly darker shade just so that it blends in with my skin nearly perfectly. Now this product is pretty much the MVP of my makeup routine. No, this isn't sponsored, just in case you're wondering. This is the Maybelline New York Master Camo palette in the shade Light. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. I'm sorry about the reflective plastic. But you've got two correctors, which I never use, 2 concealers and 2 highlights. I pretty much use these 3 primarily, but I love the little brush that it comes with. It's got like a flat eyeshadow brush part and like a little blender brush part, and I use this for my eyebrows, but for my face I use my fingers. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of this shade, the darker one, because when I am using this BB cream I can get away with the darker one, and I just pat that on anything that I want to conceal. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I had a little burst blood vessel there, and it just kind of takes the redness away. I guess I could use a green concealer on it, but I never really thought of that until right now. And I'm just going to conceal my blemishes down here. Just while I'm doing this, I just want to talk about the longevity of this makeup. I do not touch up during the day. Ain't nobody got time for that when you're chasing 5-year-olds. But I would find I live a very active work lifestyle. Like, I'm running around, I'm dancing. I would say it's active to very active. Like, I don't do that many steps, but I am always moving during the day. By saying I don't do that many steps, like I don't do over 10,000 steps in a day. So I am doing a lot of movement, and I find that this makeup lasts not like this all day, but for probably like this until, you know, for about 5 hours, and then from there it just looks like half coverage, which I'm happy with. But I guess if you guys wanted like full coverage, you'd need to like use heaps of setting sprays and lots of powders and touch up. But for me, this is perfect and it's exactly what I want. Once I've got my desired coverage, it's time to set the face. I love this powder. I remember when I first got it, I told you guys that I hated it. This is the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. It's just like a white translucent powder. I use 2 brushes with it. I use the XO Beauty Shimmer Tulip brush for under my eyes and the Real Techniques powder brush for all over my face. The reason why I like this is because it's really natural on the skin. It does have like a slight sheen to it. You'll be able to see when I put it all over my face, but it just makes my skin look just naturally matte, but it sets it down. Like, it's not like my other favorite powder, which is from Australis, which is like got coverage to it. It's like super mattifying. I love it, don't get me wrong, but for every day I kind of found myself straying away from it because it's just too much for every day. Whereas this, hopefully you can see through the forehead, it just makes my skin look completely natural. I feel like this is almost the thing that makes my makeup routine look so natural, not even the BB cream. It just sets it down to like such a skin-like finish, and it's not too matte, it's not drying, it's just such a great powder. It's quite expensive obviously because it's NARS, but I'll definitely repurchase when I hit pan. Now for my cheeks, I keep it super simple. I always use bronzer and I sometimes use highlight basically. So the bronzer that I use is Hoola Light from Benefit, and these just last so freaking long. I've been using this non-stop for like 3 months and there's like not even a dent in it at all. It's just crazy. But I'm just going to carve out underneath my cheekbones. The way that I apply it is that with like the bottom of my brush I kind of squish it down, but I put that in the hollows of my cheeks, so none of the colour's going below my cheekbone, but I kind of blend it up onto my cheeks, if that makes any sense. If you have a look on the side you might know what I mean. Like, I'm sort of applying the bottom of the brush here just so that it stays, you know, in a flattering position, but I'm just sort of, I don't know, you guys are probably like, Olivia, shut up. But anyway, I just like to apply it more as like a blush and like a face colour rather than like a bronzer or a contour, just because I feel like my face looks so much better now, especially when my hair's down. Like, it just looks a lot more natural and it just has more dimension to it rather than being like flat. Now for highlight, I was about to get taken away and talk by myself, but this is the Jouer highlight. This is very intense. This is not an everyday makeup product. This does not look like an everyday glow, so if you're wanting that, don't use this. I still like to go full ham with the highlight because I think the highlight's beautiful. This is in the shade Rose Quartz, if I didn't mention, but it's definitely, as you can see, it's like a full glam highlight. This is probably like the only part of my routine that's like not massively natural, but I don't even care. I just think the highlight is so beautiful and I really like this one at the moment. I've also used the Hourglass strobing powder. That's a lot more natural, but it doesn't give me the same pizzazz that this does, so I generally stick to this product. Now that all of the powders are on my face, this is when I set my face down. It kind of doesn't make sense because I haven't done my eyebrows, but they don't need to be set anyway. But this is just the way that I do it, so I'm going to do it in the same order that I would any day. The setting spray that I've been using lately is one that I thought was just going to be like a glow spray, but it actually is amazing. This is the Glam Glow Glow Setter. It smells freaking amazing. It smells like their Glow Starter Moisturizer, which smells so good. If you were wondering, they smell the same. If you were like looking into buying them, they smell so good. But anyway, all I do, this is the mini size obviously, is I just do like, I don't know, like 4 sprays or something, and then I just pat it in with my fingers. And then I just pat it. I find that it gives my face a nice amount of glow, but it also just helps to set down the powders. I mean, there's already barely any makeup on my face, but I do like to use this. And to be completely honest, I don't do full glam makeup enough, so if I only used setting sprays when I used full glam makeup, I'd never use them up. It's kind of like been my new motto with my makeup. Like I used to not use foundations on an everyday basis. Not that I do anyway, but you know, like I'm just using my expensive makeup more because what's the point of buying it if you don't use it, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm just gonna move on to my eyebrows. This eyebrow right now is eyebrow goals. Like this is what I want my eyebrow to look like in an ideal world. And this one is just like the ugly stepsister, so beautiful, ugly, just don't even mind them. The product that I'm going to use is the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. I love this stuff. It's one of my preferred skinny brow pencils. I do think it's really great, so I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm probably going to cut this short because this is where most of my time goes in this routine. By the way, I totally forgot to tell you this takes me like 15 minutes or less to do, but I'm already been filming for 18 minutes, so go figure. Essentially all I do is align all the way from my inner to the tail of my brow, obviously not in one go, like staggered, and then I just do a line across the top of my eyebrow, which some people think looks unnatural, but if you spool it enough it doesn't. A line from like the edge of my tail to like where the bulk of my eyebrow is. I don't know if you can really see, but like from here I don't really fill in anything on the top, only along the bottom. And then I just fill in the top of the tail, and then I just use the spoolie to really blend it. I guess I'll come back when I'm blending it because I feel like that's the most important part. This is my eyebrow. It looks actually quite angry today. It's like very dragon angry. Anyway, I'm just going to start by spoolieing the front of the brow. Like I said, I don't put any colour anywhere in the front apart from along the bottom, so I really spoolie it up. You can see how much that's filled up the front of my brow. I mean, sometimes if it's looking extra sparse here, I'll do like one dot and then just sort of wiggle it in. And then same with through the rest of the brow. I just kind of wiggle at the arch. Not the arch, is this called the arch? I think the arch is there. Anyway, the top of the brow. Just to make sure that that colour's diffused. Because this is in the shade 5, it's really dark. But I really like it. It works for my eyebrows. If I was going to repurchase, I'd probably get 4, just so that it was a little bit more natural, but this is the same colour as my brows. I just normally would use like a taupe, but this is the one that I got matched to at the event. I know that this brow's kind of messy, by the way, but we do clean it up. It's like the one thing that I take time on is like cleaning up my brows. The rest of my routine is like relatively fast. I've just got a little bit of this shade and this shade from the Master Conceal palette, and I'm going to use that to clean up my brows. Now this brow is my good brow, so there's not too much to clean up, but I'm still going to do it so that they're both even. I guess the part that I usually clean up the most is like under the front of my brow, because it is so fluffy. Like I find that I often will go out of the lines there. So I just do that, and then I flip the brush over because on the other side there's like a little blending brush. I just use that to blend it out. Super duper simple. I actually might just get a little bit of the darker shade, and I'm just going to go above my eyebrow. Just a tiny bit, because I think I might have, oh crap, I just went straight through the brow. It looks okay actually, I don't mind that. Just blending it out. Hopefully you guys can see that this, like, if you weren't filming and talking it through, would take you like no time at all. Like I've done it in like less than 15 minutes before, but usually it's no longer than 15 minutes. I am going to come back to set the eyebrows, but for now I'm just going to go on to a little tiny bit of eyeshadow. My favourite palette for every day is the Stila Eyes at the Window to the Mind palette. It's like super shiny, so I can't really show you it, but it's just their matte warm palette. It just looks like that. I really love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that lightest shade and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyebrow just to set the concealer in place. and it just gives me a little bit of more coverage sort of all over the lid. Often we'll just blend it down to the lash line. And if I am going to do eyeshadow, like if I'm in the mood to do eyeshadow, which let's be honest, I'm not on an everyday basis, I just put that one shade there, if you can see it, through my crease, and I put the lighter brown next to it, which is actually more of like a beige, on my lid. But today I'm not going to bother because this is like what I do 99% of the time with my makeup. Moving on to brow gel. Now I'm not using my favorite product. I'm using the Maybelline Brow Drama in Transparent, which is, it's fine, but my favorite is the Anastasia brow gel that literally lasted me like 2+ years, and it sticks them down so well, but that's run out and I haven't bought a new one, so I'm using this currently. So all I do, regardless of what I use, is I really load my brows full of gel, because as you can see, my brows are super duper full and the hairs are really unruly. So I just load the brow full of full of gel. I don't know if you can see, but if you look at them right now, they look super wet, but once it dries, it looks really good and it keeps them flat to my face and they don't fly away. So I just load them up. It's pretty simple. I mean, I really like the Benefit Gimme Brow that has like zero hold for my brows. It's a really good product for like natural eyebrows, but yeah, I'd need to use that and then a brow gel, and then that's just too much time for an everyday look. Just gonna take out my headband so that my hair can kind of come around my face and you get an idea of how I would actually look if you saw me in public. I wouldn't be like this, I'd have my hair down. I've got 2 more steps left. So the first one I'm going to do is just apply my lip oil. I use the Hourglass lip oil. I think it's like lip treatment in oil or something, but anyway, I just use like the tiniest amount that I possibly can. Just apply that to my lips. It's just really hydrating and it's glossy too, so it looks really pretty. Obviously the gloss doesn't last that long, it's not designed to last that long, but I really like the way that it looks for the time that's on my lips, and it's really hydrating. And of course my final step is mascara. My favourite mascara is the Eye of Horus Goddess mascara, but right now I am trying out the Nude by Nature Allure Defining Mascara in this pretty rose gold packaging. I actually quite like this mascara. There are some days though when I get it really clumpy, although I think I only just found out yesterday that this mascara kind of, oh no, it doesn't have a scoop. What the heck? I swear yesterday when I looked at it, it had a scoop to it. Anyway, it's one of those like really spiky mascara ones, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I got it in the post and I'm going to use it. So, because I don't really like, I'm going to be the one person to say it, I don't really like the Better Than Sex mascara. I find that it's not lengthening at all, and I need length. I need volume and length, but more than anything I need lengthening, and it doesn't give that to me. I also don't like it because it is so flaky. Like during the day, because I'm busy, I get tired, I rub my eyes, and it just goes everywhere. This mascara, not so much, but it is quite clumpy. Like it's one of those mascaras where you can build it, and then once you pass a very fine line, it gets like really clumpy. Like if you can see right now, I don't know if you can tell because you're quite far away, but like it's about to start going clumpy. So I'm going to stop now before I ruin them. I'm also going to do the lower lashes because I'm not trying to look massively natural in this routine. Like if I was trying to go like no makeup, I wouldn't do the lower lash line, but I think it just helps to open the eyes up. I'll see, look, this one's just gone clumpy. Like I didn't even have a chance to brush it through, it's just already clumped. Now when that happens, normal people would use a mascara comb, but what I do is I go and ruin the other eye so that they're both clumpy. That's my solution. I'm not even kidding, it's actually what I do because I don't have time in the mornings to faff around with mascara combs. I mean, it's not bad clumpy, if you guys can see me from over there, but it's starting to get bad clumpy. You know, if I kept going or trying to fix it, they just turn into like one massive lash. And it's just the wand, like the formula's good, I just don't like those plastic wands. And yeah, this is what I am left with. This face I feel like is really natural, it's really lightweight, which is my main thing. Like I don't want to go to work and run around and dance with like a full face of makeup on because I just feel so like not constricted, but you know what I mean, when you have a full face of makeup on and like you like get sweaty and you wipe it and it comes off, like I hate that. Whereas if I get sweaty and I wipe this, like nothing comes off, like it's just super duper natural. And it's really, really easy, like you guys saw. I know it's hard to tell because this video is probably like 15 to 20 minutes long, but it always takes me 15 minutes or less, like no doubt about it. I like to get maximum sleep possible before I get up. Like, let's be real, I don't have time to do like a 30-minute makeup routine. If you do, like, good on you, but I'm just not that kind of person. Like, I would rather sleep. Once again, this is my everyday makeup. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a long time since you've seen my face, but I am going to be filming an update video really soon to update you guys on what's happening in my life, because I feel like my life is very exciting right now. So I want to give you guys some updates and tell you some things and some stuff, and I also have some giveaways coming up. I've got this massive bag of makeup that I need to give away to you guys, and I'm going to start like putting together a few little not packages, but you know, like a few little groups of things that I can give out on different platforms. So make sure you're following my social media if you guys are interested in that. I'm going to go. If you guys haven't given this video a thumbs up, please do, because it helps new people find my channel. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.